Welcome back to AMTV News. I'm your anchor, Topher Morrison. It's Monday, December 31st, 2012. The biggest transfer of wealth in history. The big stories of 2012 were, of course, the elections, the constitutionality, or the biggest judicial dodge on the issue of Obamacare. Gun control, endless money printing, global economic malaise, more and more Middle East turmoil, and the recovery that never came. The story we'll be reading about in history books, however, is how the developed world, through its logjam, spending, and debt, transferred itself into the hands of what it regarded as the Third World. This infographic shows in blue the areas of the world which expanded the most over the last decade, while the developed nations in Europe, America, and Japan spend more than they take in, relying less and less on others to finance their debt and more on central bank printing. The developed world remains weary about 2013, while Southeast Asia, India, and South America are wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. You've just been fiscal cliffed. Ron Paul offered a sobering analysis on CNBC, just as he did in the last faux crisis that hit Washington during the 2011 debt ceiling fight. Remember when super Congresses, sequestration, etc. were all envisaged? The deal then didn't actually solve anything, hence the cliff now. Greece's debt crisis is a perfect example, according to Dr. Paul. It's constantly repackaged, providing not solvency but more power, control, and legitimacy to the central banks and political entities involved. Nothing fundamentally changes, as even the rosiest of forecasts still puts Greece, nay the entire developed world, in the red a decade from now. Entitlements of every stripe, whether they are in defense or domestic social programs, are all too large and hold too much sway over our 535 men and women in Washington. Any grand bargain is guaranteed to benefit not the country, but the current political system, which convinced most of us a bargain was actually achieved, only to be revisited under some new media slogan sometime in the near future. Got milk? A great way to illustrate the myriad of pressures on Congress to sate the status quo is the price of milk. Lawmakers have agreed to a one-year extension on U.S. Farm Bill subsidies and crop insurance. If left unenacted, in addition to the fiscal cliff, milk prices could hit $8 a gallon because butter, cheese, and dry milk would cease to be purchased by Uncle Sam. Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack claimed if indecision continues, high milk prices would ripple throughout all commodities, QE infinity notwithstanding, of course. Question is, how many Americans would pay $8 for milk containing a veritable cocktail of chemicals including growth hormones, antibiotics, and painkillers? Just a reminder, subsidies aren't for your local dairy. And it's Mommageddon. The end of Kim Kardashian? So Kim Ye are preggers. Kanye West recently announced to his audience that he and Kim Kardashian will be having a baby. Many must have wondered when the voluptuous reality TV star was to wane. Well, this is it. Because the terrible reality of superstardom is that married women and moms aren't hot. Mommageddon, as it were, marks the end of the road for stars, especially ephemeral reality TV stars. Sure, the pregnancy will flood media outlets with growing bumps, baby clothes, and tantalizing speculation of wedding plans, but once that baby bubble bursts, Kim Kardashian, the sex symbol, will be no more. Rather than admire motherhood, monogamy, and marriage, the wandering eye of fame will seek a new Tetris on which to fixate. It is at this point the real drama in Kim's life will begin. Question is, how many cameras will be there to capture it? And when they do, who will care? Capturing every corner of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. For more videos like these, visit amtvmedia.com, home of the AMTV network, the voice of independence.